all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Folks, on the Gerald the Bossman show, talk to the new coach, Utah Valley Wolverines, one of my favorite guys in the NBA because I played like him, played hard, defended as hard as I could. Coach Mark Madsen. Coach, how you doing, man?
JR, doing great. Thanks for having me on the show. Great to be talking to you.
Yes, indeed. Now, Coach, how's it feel, man, for you to be leading the Utah Valley program after Coach Pope laid a great foundation for those guys, man? You come in, taking over here, the reins here, man. So how's it feel to have your own gig as the head coach to lead this great university to prominence once more?
Well, number one, gratitude. I'm grateful for, number one, the players in our program. We have some tremendous student athletes from all over the country. From the West, from the East, from the South, a very diverse group. I'm grateful for the job that the previous head coach Mark Pope and his staff have done, and it's an honor to try to continue the legacy here. And so more than anything, I'm excited, I'm grateful, and I'm just ready to get to work in terms of continuing the tradition here.
Yes, indeed, Coach. Now, what I love about Utah is it's like you have some great basketball at that state with Larry Kostoviak at Utah itself. You got Coach Craig Smith up there at Utah State. Utah Valley was doing well. Randy Ray at Weber is doing well. And BYU has just hired now Coach Pope there. So, man, the state of Utah, man, to me, a lot of great basketball, a lot of great coaching, a lot of great talent that can come in that state and just play really, really well and show the whole country about Utah basketball is very good and it's very sound.
Well, what you're saying is absolutely right. I was watching the playoff game last night, and I'm sure a lot of us have enjoyed that battle between Russell Westbrook and Damian Lillard. Well, Damian Lillard played his college basketball at Weber State. Damian Lillard was from, obviously, Oakland, California. I'm from a small town close to there, but Damian Lillard went from Oakland straight to Utah, and he furthered his career in state and basically dominated the league, developed the skills that he needed to now go to be at the professional level as an all-star. And so, I'm sending out the message from the West Coast to the East Coast to the South that this is a great basketball program, and we're looking for players. And I know there's a lot of smart players in Atlanta. There's a lot of tough players in Atlanta. And there's a lot of athletes in Atlanta. And we want guys that compete. And that's the bottom line. And this is a great place to do it.
Yes, indeed, because out there in Utah Valley, you can actually just work on your game, grow yourself as a student athlete and as a man, as a person. And with you being the head coach who's played the NBA, who's been through those rigors where they want to go, you are a perfect example to show them what hard work dedication can get you in your career as a player and also now as a coach as well.
Well, player development is something that Magic Johnson used to always say, add one new skill every summer. In being with the Lakers for the last 6 years, I've worked with a lot of players, from Steve Nash to Nick Young. Most recently, we had Lonzo Ball on the team, Brandon Ingram. And these are players that have grown tremendously since they've come into the league with their own work ethic. And as a staff, we try to enhance and grow people's skill set. And so that's one aspect that we really want to emphasize here and differentiate ourselves in terms of skill development to give guys the tools that they need to take their game to the next level. Maybe for some players, the next level is the G League. Maybe for other players, it's a significant contract overseas. And finally, some players like the Damian Lillards of the world, like the Ronnie Prices of the world, are going to go to the NBA and have a nice 10-year career.
Yes, indeed. And Coach, I feel like this is the time of year. This spring session, summer, early fall, it's where guys get in there, in the lab, like you said, add something new, whether it's going left, whether it's a step back, whether it's working on you come off a curl cut or a V cut, learning how to get better at the game, learning, watching more film of the game. And I wish more young men would take the stance of getting in there, understanding this more than the coach tells you. You have to work on your own. You have to get better when it's dark, nobody's around. You always be in that lab trying to find that 1% to get better each day so you can maximize your game.
Well, you're hitting on something important. And on staff with the Lakers this last year, we had Brian Shaw. Brian Shaw had a tremendous NBA career as a point guard, played with Shaq in Orlando, followed him to L.A., has been a head coach in the NBA. And Brian is from Oakland. And Brian talks about, and I'm going to go back to Damian, in the sense of Damian in his summer workouts, he goes hard almost every single day. And in the NBA right now, a lot of players like to work out together from different teams. One thing Damian never did is he never wants to lose his competitive edge, so he works out by himself to keep his competitive edge. And I think another player in the league that does that is Giannis, obviously from Greece, up in Milwaukee. These are players, they work out on their own. They don't become too buddy-buddy with the competition. And when they go out on the court, in the right way, nothing dirty, nothing over the top, but they go out there to destroy the competition, and it shows.
You got that right. And, Coach, one thing I noticed, Coach Madsen, is being around Atlanta Hawks, is Coach Budenholzer and Coach Pierce. They value player development. And I seen this year with the Hawks, how the Hawks started off 6-23. But after that rough start, the guys got better those last games of the season. You can see right in the year how the young men had gelled and become a team. And you knew that you had Trey Young and John Collins as cornerstones for the future here with the Hawks. So you're so right about player development and skill development, and how I'm watching Coach Hunt, Coach Foster, and those guys, working with them guys pre-game on practice days to get them guys better, to be better Hawks, better NBA players, and also better young men.
Well, Trey Young is a perfect example. He came into the league right away this year, had some success right away, but there was a learning curve. And he had some ups and downs early on. But by the end of the year, with that player development, with that coaching staff, and really with the work ethic that he himself, Trey Young, has, he's blossoming into one of the top players into one of the top young players in the league. And that was a great pickup for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a pickup that I think is going to pay dividends going forward into the future.
You got that right. It's exciting sound to your coach, Madsen. I'm telling you, man, I was sad 2 weeks ago when the season was over because I feel like these guys they're going to do so much more better together, man. So when they played Indiana two weeks ago, man, it was like, man, it's really going to be over. But it was a great ride. It started off rocky, but it ended on a high one way or another.
Yeah. And like I said, it doesn't matter how it starts. It's only how it finishes.
You got that right, Coach. And what I want to ask you about Utah Valley is this, Coach. You guys can really recruit 5 different ways out there. Will it be the high school seniors? Will it be the JUCO route, the grad transfer route, the transfer route, and internationally? Because, like I said, guys can come there and work on their game, get a great education, and get a good from a coach who played in the NBA, who played at the highest level, and as coach at the highest level can help them reach the maximum potential of their games, man.
Well, it's Utah Valley University. First of all, it's the largest university in the state of Utah by enrollment. Okay, it's the fastest growing university in the state of Utah in terms of speed of growth. It's a campus that's growing every day in terms of diversity, and that's something that we value tremendously here. It's also a place where, I played with a guy in Minnesota who had a couple of incidents in the past, growing incidents, and like we all have, like every one of us experiences. And the head coach at the time, Flip Saunders, he said, if it wasn't for second chances, a lot of us would be out of a job, and he was including himself. And so the other thing about Utah Valley is, sometimes a student athlete or a player goes to an institution and it just doesn't work out, whether it's not the right fit from a coaching perspective, whether there's an off-the-court incident. But this is also a place where this is a second chance university for great players where maybe they hit a pothole. Maybe it was unexpected. Maybe it wasn't the best decision a student athlete made, or maybe they were impacted by someone else's decision. But this is a place where we look at each individual as a person, and we embrace all of those people, and I include myself, where sometimes you need a second chance.
You got that right, Coach, and you said, man, we all make mistakes, and we all need somebody to give us a break, and I feel like at the level that you guys coach, the major level is perfect for guys who make mistakes at a high major level to come get another opportunity, because that's so important. We want to develop young men and want these young men to become great husbands and businessmen and great fathers,
Yes.
and that's where they need somebody who's willing to love on them and help them see through their issues and become better men because of the issue that they had.
Well, I've had coaches that have helped me in that way personally. I'll never forget. I was coaching in college, and we had a supporter come in, and he talked about he had hit potholes in life, and he told the group he was a really successful doctor, I think, and he said in life you're going to hit potholes, and he said 10 years ago I had a job, and currently he said I'm working on at the Stem Cell Institute at Stanford. And he said, just 10 years ago, this field of work that I'm working in now, stem cell research, didn't even exist. And so to get your education, to get that preparation is imperative, because you have to be prepared to possibly work in a field, whether it's professional sports or science or math or anything, that may not even exist this year. It may be newly created 10 years from now. But that's the power of education.
Got that right, Coach, and that's the main thing about it, is getting this education for these young men, man. And I want to ask you, Coach, I know you played for Coach Phil Jackson. You played for Flip Saunders. What do those guys really mean to you for us growing you as a coach and developing you as a person as well, to help you as you take over this program, help young men going forward? Because I love watching Coach Saunders on TV, love hearing him with his commentary as well. Phil Jackson seemed to me to be a great guy that could teach you about all kinds of different areas of life, just not basketball. So what do those guys really mean to you in developing you as a person that you are today?
Well, the one thing that I really felt from each coach, Phil Jackson and Flip Saunders, is the love and the support that I felt from them. Now, they went at me sometimes, and sometimes I needed that. I needed them to go after me. But I always knew that they cared about me as a person and they wanted to help. I'll never forget Phil Jackson. We were in the locker room, and, Shaq's on one side of the locker room, Kobe's also in the locker room, and the rest of us were there. And Phil looked around and he said, men, each and every one of you in this room has unique talents and abilities that can help the team win. And that meant a lot to me personally because I felt empowered. Because sometimes when you were playing with some of the greatest players of our generation, Shaq and Kobe, sometimes you felt like just a role player or just another piece in the puzzle. But when he said we all had skills and abilities and talents, that empowered me to go out there and be more aggressive on the court. Because, hey, yeah, Shaq and Kobe are great and they're unbelievable, but they need the rest of the guys to be aggressive too and to make plays. And so that's one takeaway for Phil. And then for Flip, I mean, I can't say enough about Flip. Flip was, when you had an injury, he was the first one calling you. When you had a camp over the summer, he was walking in the front door to help out. Just a great human being, a great coach, and I miss him dearly.
Yes, indeed. He was definitely a great coach, man. A great player. I can just tell from I talk to guys about Flip Saunders how they revere him very, very much and what they talk about him as a person. And for you, Coach, the college game is a little bit different from the NBA game. Me and you both know that. But I feel like that they could implement some NBA principles like the 20-second shot clock, the three-point line, the racing quarters, the team fouls winning 5, and advancing the ball in the last minutes of the game, because I feel like that'll make the college game much more exciting to add some of those NBA principles, get closer to FIBA and the NBA, how it's played beyond the college game there.
Well, that's one thing when we first started practicing last week, I told the guys, I said, hey, if you have NBA range, go ahead and space out. Space out, because by you spacing out, it's going to create more space for the teammate to attack the rim. And so the creation of space on the court is something that's very important to me. Every player has most players on our team right now, and the type of players I want to recruit have the ability to put the ball down and attack the rim. If they get cut off going one way, they got the spin back. If they get switched onto, they can back it out and attack a big man. And so there's all types of different ways I want our guys to attack. But ultimately, the game is definitely different, like you're pointing out. But there's similarities as well. And I want to focus on teaching principles that will translate at the college level.
Yes, that's very important. And last one I got for you, Coach, is this. I remember that epic clip of you saying, let the dogs out the parade, Coach. What triggered you to do that, man? I really enjoyed it, but what triggered you to do that? Because that's one of my favorite clips of yours. I play it on the show sometime. You're a clip of doing that sometime every now and again. When something great happens.
Well, the funny thing about it, JR, is this. When we won the championship, we had the parade in downtown LA. I think there was hundreds of thousands of supporters and fans that came out. You could just feel the energy in the street, and it culminated with us going to the Staples Center. And Shaq, he had a new rap song, and so he ran down on stage. He started singing, and then I see J.R. Ryder going down to the dance floor to start dancing. I see Kobe going down. I see Samaki Walker, and I said to myself, you know what? I got rhythm too. I'm going down there too. But it turns out I didn't have rhythm like I thought I had, J.R.
Hey, man. Hey, Coach. I love that clip, man. I love it to death. It's classic, man. Because that song, I mean, that song, I think about something of you, and I think that's that song now. That's Coach, man. That's Mark Madsen. Let the dogs out. That's what I think of like that song now, man. So you're an icon for that, if anything. You're an icon for that for life, man.
Love it, man. Love it.
Well, Coach, look, I hope that my people in Atlanta here really hear you out, man. I hope you got some players down here because, I mean, it's a lot of great talent, as you said, man. And I look forward to following your program. Coach, look forward to talking to you real soon. I really enjoyed the conversation with you, Coach, and wish you best of luck out there in Utah Valley, man.
Hey, JR, thanks so much. Look forward to talking to you soon. Hopefully I'll make it down to Atlanta shortly.
Yes, indeed. Have a great day, man. Talk to you real soon now.
You too. Take care. Bye.
All right, that's Mark Madsen on the Bossman Show.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay. Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.